Hey everyone, Scottish here, and welcome to the clan's thoughts on Dragon Age predictions and suggestions. This has been long overdue, unfortunately, just because of all the stuff that came up, like the Mass Effect 3 Extended Cut DLC getting a date, my reactions to it, my thoughts on it, then the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy review, then the Amazing Spider-Man review, then the live streams, and Internet Down, and the Dark Knight Rises. A whole load of shit came up that I just couldn't get time today, the predictions and suggestions, but here it is, long overdue, I know. So I'm just going to read out your comments and give you some feedback on them, and then that's about it. Some great comments, by the way. A lot of you gave some really great suggestions. I'm also going to be using a wee clip or two from a video that some of you have suggested. That some of the video response done by Phantom's Lover. She was the only one that done a video response this time, but I will be using a wee clip from her video. You can go and check the full thing out in the link in the description. But let's just read out some of the comments. I'll go right to the bottom. So N7 Normandy left a fuck ton of comments. He had quite lengthy ones in that. So let's get to them. I wouldn't want to see my Warden in DA3. As you said in the video, there are way too many variables that could go completely tits up if not implemented into the game properly. I mean shit, DA2 couldn't even get half of the romance flags to pop correctly. Could you imagine the next range that would occur if everything Wardens didn't behave the way they expected? Them to lol. Yeah, fuck that bit. Not to mention, he/she probably wouldn't look or sound the same way. Good points, very honest opinions, I see that one, but let's continue on with the rest of your ones. Well, I've not played DA2 yet, but my Warden in DA Origins is a female rogue elf. I chose female because there aren't many female Wardens. I've seen fucking plenty of female Wardens, by the way. I have 3. Alistair says that is why, to show another reason why all our Wardens are so special. And because not just the elves, but the women who'd look up to her. And it would make her elves be seen. It would make elves be seen from a completely different way. My elf does not have just 2 daggers, but she has 2 special daggers, a golden dagger and a sword called Oath Sword. Something like that. Thank you, and you did go into quite a lot. My elf is called Olivia, and her mother trained her daggers, blah blah blah. When her mother died, he's just basically gone to flat out describe his elf, which is a very, very, very detailed thing. Which just I don't want to go over to. Sorry, N7 Normandy, but you did go into extreme detail, and I did ask for that. But you basically the prenup says giving a little backstory. His elf Warden, and very interesting ideas. Thanks for letting me know about your Warden. Well, I wanted the more suggestion ideas, but some really great stuff in N7 Normandy, some absolutely fantastic ideas you've got here. I do like the fact you suggested it wouldn't be a good idea for the Warden to be in DA3, but I'm sort of stick by my bones, and that's my opinion. And that says Warden. Another comment comes from Swing Dancer 61. I played all 6 origin stories. My 2 dwarves supported different people in the dwarven leaderships. That's actually quite a good thing. Like, I know that if you supported one, the place went to shit, and if you supported the other, the place went okay. But yeah, I say it's a couple of good ideas there. I will support the old guy. I can never remember his name because I think that's the good path, but ends up telling me that's not the good path. You actually have to support the other guy. That's actually the good path. So a lesser evil, basically. And I'm going to have to do another playthrough. I just can never find it to support that guy because he's an absolute dick. But yeah, let's get to the top 2 and then some of your comments. This one has a bit of a range of comments. First set of comments comes from Phantom's Lover. For my Kuzland, who became Alistair's queen, I find it interesting that she disappeared alone, whereas my Amel, who romanced Alistair and didn't make him king, left with him. To me, that implies that the Wardens were convinced to go somewhere willingly. My cousin couldn't take Alistair with her because he needed to be king. I want to see Alistair searching for his queen and remaining true, even if the Bannon thinks he should remarry. Then I read the rest of Phantom's comments because she left quite a few. Oh, and I would love for my wand to be able to tell the demon child that he reminds her of his father. One thing I noticed is that Alfred's story, especially when combined with his possibility relationship with Morrigan, gone really into the story of Stolen Throne for those that haven't watched it, so a bit of a spoiler here, and had a lot of similarities to the King Arthur legend, and it seems to be implied that the Stolen Throne, that Merrick might be Morrigan's father, to which would make the demon child Mordred. Ceremonies this to me. In fact, the child has been confirmed to be male. Some interesting ideas there, Phantom. Yeah, for those who don't know, there is a bit of an implication in the Stolen Throne that Morrigan is Merrick's father. It's never explicitly said, but it is kind of implied, somewhat. Not extremely, but somewhat. I don't think that everybody else found it is an interesting theory. I like the idea of it mixing with King Arthur. That may have been maybe what Guider and all that were going for, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. I can see why. And plus, for those, but then you have to think, what about if you have to make Alistair sleep with Morrigan? That's incest. That's fucking creepy. But yeah, a couple of interesting ideas there. Next one comes from Silver Pearl 1977. Like you said, there are so many variables with the Warden. There are some universal truths that apply to each such one to help to slay the archdemon and stop the blight. I wonder how many things all the Wardens have in common. I'm curious to see how you're going to stick everyone's Warden and remain true to your Warden. Should be interesting. My Warden is Queen. Can't wait to see what they do with that Warden in DA3. Very good point there. A lot of the Wardens, even though the Wardens are so diverse, they all have common similarities. I slaying the archdemon, but there are some other ones that I'll point out there. If you have any ones, put them in the comment section down below. But some really interesting ideas there. I really like the idea there. And yeah, I can see your point with that. There are a lot of variables, and I'm still thinking the Warden will be in it. But if anyone can do it, I'm thinking BioWare and David Guider could do it. Even after Mass Effect 3, I honestly think David Guider can do it. I think if anyone can do it, Guider can do it. We believe in him. So let's get to the next comment, which comes from Denton743. I have really a bad feeling that the child is going to be made canon, and that people that didn't do the Dark Ritual will have him in the game. I also worry that the Warden will be the same treatment as Revan did in the Old Republic. I hope they're not. Guess we'll see. Good point, actually. By the way, I don't think they'll do that, because Guider, the way he writes his stories, I don't think he'll make the Godchild canon, because that would be kind of a slap in the face for those Wardens that sacrifice themselves. But yeah, I don't think they'll make them canon. I'm going to be brutally honest. If they made them canon, that would be one of the biggest mistakes they would ever make, because not everyone's going to fucking shag Morrigan. I don't know why he wouldn't, but yeah. I don't think they'll make him canon. I trust Guider, because if you've read his books, you know his style. The only stuff he wants to remain canon is the stuff that's in the books. Dragon Age Origins was one of the best games ever. Dragon Age 2 was a good game, not a great game. And Dragon Age 3, I think they won't make stuff canon that they won't have to. There will be some stuff that they'll have to, but as you said, there are so many variables that they probably will have to make one or two exceptions to that. Some minor ones maybe, but it would be nice if they didn't do that. But I've got faith in Guider. I've not got faith in BioWare. I've got faith in Guider. Guider, I have faith in you. Next couple of comments come from N7 Strider. This may have to be a two-parter, actually. So I may have to go this. I know I see my Warden to feel that they're done wrong. I would, however, like to see him mentioned about with something like Chantry Priest, Sire 1, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so you don't want your Warden to be in the game, but you want him to be mentioned. That's completely fine. Next comments come from N7 Normandy. Haha, and my Warden be in your, and may the Warden be in your sight. I can't believe I said that. Well, I haven't finished DA2, so my vision of the Warden coming back may not be there, so that's fine. Next one comes from Rflame 135. I've got enough time. My Warden, Aidan Cousland, romanced Morgan, did the Dark Ritual and received the Darkspawn chance, and decided to give the Darkspawn a chance. Yeah, there's a big thing you need to think about. I need him to still help the King and Ferelden. I wouldn't want my Warden to be introduced, maybe in some kind of general Ferelden army. So you want your Warden to be a general. That is completely fine. That would be pretty awesome. I think that would be one of the stipulations that I would have to add in there as well. If you chose to help out the King or married him, you would be the leader of the army. That's fine. And stop making me excited, it's killing me. 5 minutes. Okay. But yeah, some great suggestions there. Sorry I couldn't redo all of them. I'm just running out of time in this camera and I'm in a bit of a rush. So yeah, I do apologise I didn't redo all of them. All of them were just the same, tell me what the Warden was, and some of them are absolutely fantastic. I really do like that. But some great ideas there. Thanks for putting your thoughts there, clan, and as always, keep suggestion and keep them coming. But thanks again for all your support and some absolutely fantastic ideas there, and let's tweet them together. But yeah, some great ideas there. Some mixed opinions. Some people like me are like, I want to see my Warden in the game, and some people like, I don't want to see my Warden in the game. And some of you have gave you a good point for that. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Some great ideas, and look forward to the next Dragon Age suggestion and predictions. See you all there. Ciao for now, and now over to Phantom.
Person who was female Cousland who married Alistair and became Queen of Warden, because that's so badass. And I'd love for her to turn up in DA3 in a very sort of Terminator-y sort of way, Terminator 2 sort of come with me if you want to live sort of way. Like maybe the new hero has to search for something, or maybe, and like something mystical and whatever, and they end up sort of in over their heads, and the Warden turns up and says, come with me if you want to live. Maybe not quite like that, but something along those lines would be really awesome. And not to mention totally enforcing the fact that my Warden is a total badass.